Excuse me!
The McLaren 12C started as a hypercar on the Crew 2, which is already quite interesting because there's many better hypercars available in this game, very, very clearly, and it's quite easy to get them. So realistically, it was kind of pointless having it, so I don't think I bought it until I was doing this series of buying every car. But now, luckily, thanks to the Summit, we should have it available to us for no extra cost. Collect my rewards for the last one. This, my friend, this next summit is going to be the one. We didn't get platinum in the end. Again, that's not what I was after. I don't care about your stupid smoke. Let's claim those rewards. Get them in my belly. McLaren 12C Drift Edition. That's right, my friends. Recycling content, but bringing it in a different class, which is okay because they're not charging us for it. Something we started to notice, obviously, is the Big Apple will give us the Drift Edition 458 Speciale. We have now got the Viper GTS, which I think is pretty much just a standard car. As you can see, it doesn't specify what it is. Actually, is that car available in Street Race? Would it be? I think it would be Street Race. So French is the next summit. So it appears they haven't actually released the information about what that's going to be, but it may possibly be, hopefully, around the time when we get some expansion news. Actually, in fact, Roll the Streets will be wet. Shut up! It is there, so that week is going to be practically useless, which I'm okay with, because I'll be at Gamescom anyway. We also got some nice parts in the mailbox, which is for the power boat, so I'll take all those. Actually, did I just get these myself? I genuinely don't remember. There it is. Do you know what? That looks amazing, actually. So, bring this thing to 240 straight away. You already know how I do. I'm not really going to bother with the points multiplier stuff because, realistically, am I going to use this? We'll find out. The handling already is leaning on expert. But let's be for real. The reason you are here is for customization, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. Now, I'm not exactly sure what customization there is on the normal hypercar version of this car. I'm hoping there's some more extreme customization. Also, I've gone up quite a few levels thanks to that. So we've got a carbon hood. Fantastic. You know, I need to change the color of it first. The color's quite nice. I've got to say, I wouldn't ever decide to buy a McLaren in the black. I think this McLaren, honestly, in my head, it needs to be the orange. If it's not the orange, there's something going on. Right, carrying on. Visual part. From bumpers, we got 6. Again, was this car in the Crew 1? That's not very good start to begin with, to be honest with you. Again, I don't remember if it was in that game. No wide fenders on this one. That would have been so cool. Can you imagine wide fenders on this car? There seems to be basically no options whatsoever. We got rear bumpers. I think that's the most options we've actually seen, and someone put their boat there again. Carbon change, a bit different, sort of, kind of. Fully carbon. That's actually pretty cool. I like the fully carbon back, but that is practically all the modifications we have. I would hope that we would have had some kind of, you know, so actually, hang on, the drift tires, a different tread. Yeah, the drift tires are a different tread. I kind of don't want to change them, actually. I like the white stripe around it, but I don't like the stupid colored tire. The colored tire is done. I already have that smoke. Who would have thunk? I had no blooming clue. The top livery for the 12C has had 49 downloads. But is this for the Drift one specifically? This might be for the Drift one specifically. I'm actually not sure. Do they work cross-car depending on the specs? I don't know. But they're all just blacking out the window. Can we do something more creative for what? Oh, yes. That is actually... Do you know what? That works. I have a question. Are stars meant to move that fast in the sky? What I am here for is some vanity items. This type of tire works for me. Honestly, it kind of just looks right. Does that make any sense? Because normally I wouldn't like the tread of the tire being a certain color, but it's only the indents of the tread. And do you know what I like about that? It's that, oh wait, the tires might go green if you drive. I'm gonna test it. It's not. Now that is a vanity item I can get behind. That's a new one, actually. I've not seen this one before, so they are adding some new vanity items with the update. Those are pretty cool. That could work with my British design. I might buy those with my Crew credits. I've got enough of those. I'm buying them. We're getting it on. Get it on my wheels. Now I just need to go put them back on. I did not put the green tires on. Who in the heck do you think I am? Oh, the red would be nice too. The red goes really well. I think the blue though, just because those are new vanity items, those look pretty darn sweet. So these drift tires, they're McLaren wheels, aren't they? I don't think I've actually ever seen those McLaren wheels before. I'm changing them. Woo! Those are cool. Wait, we could... Nah. This is actually one of the best liveries I've ever seen. I've got the colourful tire smoke on. Did I equip it? I genuinely do not remember equipping this smoke. This is everything I am against. This car is everything I am. Do you know what? The smoke's kind of cool. I'm sorry. I'm kind of leaning over to the dark side here. The smoke is pretty damn cool, if you ask me. It works well for this livery because it's just so bright. It needs it needs some bright smoke trailing behind it. Why the heck not? So I'm gonna say so far this is my first run with this drift event, so I might actually take a couple of runs, but it seems really sloppy. It handles a little bit differently to other drift cars. Maybe they're trialing the drift handling with these new cars. That would be a good way to test it, wouldn't it? It seems like it drifts a little bit more uncontrollably. For example, on this game, normally if you're going towards a wall, you can brake, slow down, regain control quite simply for this car. For this, you kind of have to oversteer it a lot more to try and fix it. It's different. It's not better. It's different. I don't know if it's just because of the fact that it's a more extreme handling vehicle. It's more on the difficult side. And I've not really driven many difficult handling vehicles before. But it's different. It's very different indeed. I'm not too sure what I think. I'm going to give this one a go, and then we're going to go on an event that I actually know. That's probably never drifted anything like this on this game before. That is, I mean, at least I completed the event. I don't think I would forgive myself if I didn't complete the event. Yeah, we're going to free roam it. We're going to see how we do. It's such a bizarre handling car. There's something weird. I'm not too sure I like it. I just... One thing I wish for the customization of this car, because I'm a little bit disappointed, there's not really anything that we can do to this car. A chassis mount wing, and also a wide body kit. Those two things would have made this car absolutely perfect for a drift car. Even if it was just available on the drift car option. Even if you keep the standard wing, just mount a chassis wing in the back. Surely McLaren would let you do that, right? I don't know how McLaren is, per se, as a brand to work with in terms of licensing and stuff, but... Oh, hello. Drop from the sky, my McLaren. Do you think I would get shot for having a livery like this? I think I might. Right. How do I explain exactly what's weird about this car? About the same when it comes to drifting normally. But when you come to push it, a little bit more than normal, it seems to handle differently. Like they've updated it. Now here's a corner. And... see, if that was a normal handling, I probably could have made it around that corner. Is it just me? A bit more of a sharp corner and fully lock it. Okay, that worked well. In that instance, that felt better than the normal handling. More like power sliding than drifting now. I think it felt more like drifting before, but... are they actually altering the handling? I need to find out. This is strange. This is just bizarre. See how it's different. I think we could get used to this. I'm going to give a go on my favorite drift event now and see how I do. Because normally, with my perked up car, absolute bee's knees, it's pretty simple for me to get about 600 and something thousand. I don't have all the perks enabled on this one, but we're going to at least try and do Terminal D on the Ace difficulty. I still love the way this thing looks. So we got to get 270,000, which is a little bit more. Normally on this event, I would be using manual as well. That's something else I'm doing a bit differently. And realistically, a much slower vehicle. Okay, that definitely wouldn't have happened normally. It's okay, though. I'm not going for the high score runs here. I'm going for the... how is this car a little different? Is it maybe because I changed the wheels? Oh, I wonder if it's because I changed... I don't think I changed the wheels on any of my other cars. I might be just a fool and not realize that maybe the handling physics, the tire physics... change depending on what type of tires you put on. Nah, I don't think it's that in-depth, to be honest with you. I think it might just be a different handling model they're trialing. You've got to do a lot more pre-predictions on it. But once you got it, man, you got it. You can hold the drift for much longer without having to do the snappy snap. See there? That wouldn't have happened normally. So I've tried quite a few drift cars, and you saw me drive the Porsche. That drove just as well as any other drift car I've ever driven. Jesus, I'm not going to do this challenge, am I? Come on! Prove that the Brits can make a drift car out of a supercar. It's not a hypercar, every so just to boil you down a little bit there. Nah, I'm not going to do it. That's atrocious. Disgraceful. I need to do it again. You drew me back with the objective completed. Just. You made it. Smashed it. Not quite. It's a little different. I'm going to summarize this by saying, yes, they've done some changes. I'm going to tell you my opinion on it, in that I don't like it. I kind of prefer as it was. I feel like I have less control. Once I'm properly in the drift, I have to do more pre-prediction stuff, which I guess if that's what they want to go for, but in my mind, being able to fix the drift as you were going was a little bit better. I'd love to know what you guys think as well. If you've got the McLaren 12C drift car, please try it out and let me know how you feel. I do kind of hate how the windows are blacked out like this. It looks really dumb. But, you know what? I think we learned today that tire smoke is actually pretty darn cool, especially when you got a car like this. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you very soon to get that Evo 10. Peace.